Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Modern, and we're back with more Road to the Top, still using the Lapras team. Pretty interesting team. I like it. Sort of don't like it. Also sort of like it. There's a couple cool things on it that I actually really like. I brought this team to an event called VGC Underground for it's an Arizona event where you're pretty much playing for cash. So there's no CP or anything, but I played through that. I got top 8 at it with this team. So worked out pretty well, but unfortunately didn't do super well in the end. And let's see. Our opponent is going to be Ali with... This is an interesting team. Drampa, Muck, Marowak, Araquanid, Celesteela, and Oranguru. So looks like for the most part we actually have a pretty good matchup here. They really don't have a good way to deal with my Lapras, barring maybe like their own Celesteela. And then their only way of setting up Trick Room is actually with Oranguru. So if I want to here, I can actually lead pretty aggressively. My only concern is, so like I really want to be able to KO the Oranguru instead of having to taunt it. So I'm thinking about just going Tapu Koko and Garchomp just because Koko can survive an attack from anything barring the Marowak. And then it also threatens Drampa if he leads it. Definitely bringing Arcanine, and I think I'm definitely bringing Lapras here. I'm not bringing Gengar because it's too weak to Muck and it doesn't do enough to Celesteela. And I have a feeling that my Celesteela just really won't do its job this match. The whole point of it on my team is to deal with a lot of different Pokemon offensively, so like Tapu Lele or Nihilego, and then also Kartana because I have Flamethrower. And the other quirk with it is I have Wide Guard on Celesteela, so obviously like nothing my opponent had really uses spread moves, barring maybe like if he has Earthquake on Marowak or something. And he actually leads off with Marowak and Oranguru, so pretty scary lead to face off. So hopefully, what I'm assuming right here is that Garchomp will be able to KO... Ooh, this is actually really tricky, because he could switch Celesteela in for Oranguru. So yeah, this is definitely really scary. I'm just going to go Tectonic Rage and a Nature's Madness into Oranguru, I think. Because there's a chance he could switch... Okay, I was going to say, there's a chance he could switch into Celesteela, but, like... I don't know, because I was... Oh, and I missed that! Oh my god. That's game losing. Not really, but, like, it makes this so much harder to do. Because I didn't think Dazzling Gleam would put him into range of a Tectonic Rage, so... I don't know. Hopefully, I guess we can hope that this KOs here, but... Really, I think the only way that's possible is with a critical hit, or if they aren't very physically bulky. And yeah, he just takes that super easily, goes for Trick Room. So yeah, that's really scary. I'm not really sure how to deal with it in this position. I'm guessing I could... Let's see, because I have Lapras and Arcanine in back. So I guess I could go for a really risky play and like switch in my Arcanine and go for Earthquake or something, but that's really not an optimal way to play in this position. I could just go for a double protect. I think there's a chance he might switch Oranguru out here and just attack with Marowak. Either that or he's going to like Shadow Bone into Garchomp and go for Instruct. Either way, I think I should just double protect. Because I really don't want to switch anything in here. Yeah, I was going to say, I would actually prefer if he switched out Oranguru here, because nothing on his team really threatens, like, if he switches into Drampa or something, I can just double switch out and be fine. So he actually goes for the Psychic and an attack, so his Oranguru's slower than his Marowak. Shadow Bone goes into Garchomp too, so that's completely fine with me. That's, like I was saying, that was probably his, the play that he was most likely to go for there. And now this is really scary because... Because I don't want to switch Lapras in this position. Yeah, I'm actually going to Stone Edge Marowak and switch in Arcanine. Because I feel like Garchomp's a little bit expendable in this matchup right here. And I probably need to conserve Koko. Like, these are the two Pokemon that, like, barring maybe Celesteela, if he can conserve Marowak and he has Celesteela in the back, it could be really difficult to deal with it. But in this position, I think, like... Oh, wow, he actually speed ties his Oranguru. I was going to say... probably, like, in this position, I don't really need Garchomp to win the game. And I should be able to survive a second Shadow Bone here after this Intimidate. Okay, and it's real close. Stone Edge connects. This will KO if I get a crit. I don't get a crit, though, so that's still completely fine. Yeah, now I can just double protect again. I mean, I lose absolutely nothing by going for Protect here. My opponent really doesn't have a very good way to abuse his Trick Room right here. Just because, like, he wasn't able to KO Garchomp right there. Now he's actually targeting down Arcanine with Bone Ring and then going for Psychic, too. So, yeah, I'm actually in a really solid position right now. I'm actually going to switch in Lapras and go for a Snarl. Because I know that Arcanine's going to survive really easily from any combo of attacks from Oranguru and Marowak. So, let's see. If I go for Flare Blitz into Oranguru, he gets a free switch in. Snarl can potentially KO Marowak here, and it also drops Oranguru's special attack. So really, I think in this position, I am choosing to conserve Garchomp. Oh, wow, he actually switches out. Into Araquanid. Okay, so that's fine. I was going to say, so in this position, if I switch out Garchomp, I can conserve it, and Stone Edge is like really good against Araquanid, which he ended up having. And let's see, does he Shadow Bone into... Okay, yeah, I'm completely fine with that. The defense drop doesn't really matter because Araquanid can't do that much damage to me. And Snarl doesn't KO Marowak, but that's completely fine. Yeah, okay, so this is completely fine right here. And I can just freeze dry Marowak. I don't need to risk... I don't need to risk anything missing. And Snarl doesn't really do anything to Araquanid anyways. Or actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm going to Freeze Dry and Flare Blitz. That's probably my best play. Because I could switch out Arcanine here to conserve Intimidate, but I don't really have a reason to. Like, in his position, I can easily deal with the Marowak. Dealing damage to Araquanid just over time is good. Yeah, because Araquanid really can't beat my Lapras one-on-one. And I froze him with... Oh my god, and he thawed out too. And he goes for Liquidation. Okay, so this probably KOs, I'd imagine. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I got the freeze right there. That would have ended the game instantly. Yeah, now I think I have a guaranteed play. I can just go for a Freeze Dry into the Marowak and hopefully hit Stone Edge against Araquanid. If I don't, then I'm in a tricky position. Like, if he switches out Marowak here, I'm in a really tricky position because Araquanid would probably target down my Garchomp, and that would KO it. And then I wouldn't have a way to KO Araquanid, barring, like, I don't know. If Dazzling Gleam plus Freeze Dry KOs Araquanid, then... Like, I'm guessing my opponent would know if it would. I think it would. So they might switch out into Oranguru or something, and then I'd be in a bad position. So yeah, I think if Stone Edge connects right here, I'm fine. If it doesn't, then I'm screwed, I think. Or actually, never mind, because Oranguru is a lot lower than I thought. And he actually goes for Protect, so I actually really don't agree with that play by my opponent. Yeah, and he doesn't have the 1/4 berry on Oranguru, so... Dang, I wish I had Rock Slide right now. I could probably just Ice Shard Oranguru, just... No, I outspeed Oranguru. There's no way I don't. Yeah, I can just do that. Do that. There's nothing he can do to punish me. Like, the only way I get punished is if Stone Edge misses here. But I don't have another play. Okay, and he has Protect on Oranguru. I was going to say, I don't have another play anyways. Okay, and it hits. Yeah, because, like, if it didn't hit, then, like, I could have targeted it with Freeze Dry and a Poison Jab, but I didn't want him to get Trick Room up. That was my big deal. That's what I was saying. If it missed and he got Oranguru in, like, this position, that wouldn't be fun for me to deal with. But now this is actually pretty manageable because Muck's really not too scary to deal with. Yeah, and I can just Freeze Dry and... I'm actually going to Protect with Garchomp here. Because there's a chance he might Protect Muck, so I Earthquake myself or something, and I don't want that to happen. Oh, and he didn't Protect. Okay. So he didn't go for Shadow Sneak, and he didn't go for Protect. That's bad. That's really bad. Knock off. Okay, so at least it was into Garchomp, so that's fine. Yeah, because now I think I'm just free to go for an Earthquake. I don't care, like, Lapras is at minus defense, so I might KO myself, but I'm actually fine with, like, if he double protects and I hit myself, I think I'm fine. Ooh, now this is actually important. I need to target the Marowak, just in case if he, like... Yeah, just in case if he has Shadow Sneak on Muck. Okay, and he actually protects Marowak. So we might see the position I was talking about where he just goes for a double protect. And he actually didn't, so he doesn't have Shadow Sneak. That we know. Come on, Lapras, survive this. I need you to survive this, please. Yay! Oh, wow, and he's not the 50% berry on Muck, so... I actually think we just win here. Yeah, because I can just go for a Dazzling Gleam now. He's Black Sludge. Okay. So yeah, no, we can just go for a Dazzling Gleam and a Freeze Dry. Okay, so that's actually a pretty interesting turn of events. I was really scared that he would have the like normally people run the 50% berry, but he's actually running something akin to what Gary Kwan ran at San Jose, which was Black Sludge with Curse, or no, sorry, Black Sludge with Minimize. But yeah, now I actually have a really safe position because he needs to go for a double protect on his Marowak. And like, I don't know, maybe if he's a really fast Muck and he can get a double protect on Marowak, he has a chance. But even in that position, like, I don't even know. I don't think they have a way to win. Because Marowak is 100% going down to any attack here. And he doesn't get the double anyways. So yeah, this is actually going to KO. So, wow, pretty stressful. Oh, okay, maybe this won't KO. Tapu Koko will survive any attack coming from Muck, but that was surprisingly little damage. Okay, but we still get the KO. Yeah, pretty stressful match. The match didn't start off the way I wanted it to. The the Nature's Madness miss, and the fact that I used Tectonic Rage was really bad. Yeah, and from the looks of it, they were really bulky. So if they were Citrus Berry anyways, I probably wouldn't have KO'd. But the fact that they didn't have it and the fact that I went for the Nature's Madness meant that the match would have been over because they wouldn't have gotten their speed control. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's the beginning of a new season on BattleSpot, so thankfully for me, I'm not getting punished for a little bit of RNG and I guess a little bit of a misplay. Next opponent's going to be Tar2, 1530 rating. They have a Tapu, Bulu, Pelipper, Kartana, Togedemaru, Milotic, and Arcanine. So, yeah, pretty scary. Unfortunately for them, though, Celesteela beats everything on their team except Togedemaru, if he can like keep flinching me, or Arcanine. So, I think I'm pretty good for this match. It's still a little bit scary, though. I need to play safe still. Gengar's pretty good here, actually, just because it's immune to Fake Out, and it outspeeds his entire team. And more importantly, he's not able to go for some sort of combo, like Fake Out plus Tailwind, because I'm able to shut that down, actually. So yeah, I'm going to go Tapu Koko Gengar lead, Lapras in the back, and the last one's actually pretty difficult for me to choose. Let's see. So, okay, I think Garchomp would be really good if they don't get their Tailwind up. So that's actually what I'm going to bank on. Because Celesteela, although it would be pretty good against everything on their team, I just don't want to have to rely on myself winning the game with Celesteela. I want to put myself in a position where I win offensively. And I think the fact that I can't get Fake Outed on Gengar means I can shut down a Tailwind if that's what they're going for. So worst case scenario, I like lose one of my Mons for this lead, and they don't get Tailwind up, which is good. And he actually leads Togedemaru Bulu, so yeah, I'm fine with that. Air Balloon Togedemaru. Okay. Interesting, but yeah, my opponent's automatically faced with a really tough decision because their Bulu is just going to get one-shot by Sludge Bomb. Excuse me. They're going to get one-shot by Sludge Bomb, and they could nuzzle my Gengar here, so that's also a little bit scary. Now, I could go for a Nature's Madness plus a Shadow Ball into Togedemaru, which is a pretty decent play in my opinion. At the very least, okay, so here's my reasoning behind this play. So, Nature's Madness and Shadow Ball into Togedemaru means if he doesn't Fake Out Tapu Koko, I KO the Togedemaru, and even though Tapu Bulu might KO my Koko, I get rid of the Togedemaru. If he goes for this play, which is the Nuzzle play, then I KO the Togedemaru anyways, and I automatically have a position where I can just like KO Bulu. Plus, not to mention, I was going to say that pops the Air Balloon, so if I want to bring Garchomp in, that also works. But yeah, Togedemaru goes down, so pretty standard plays on the first turn right here from my side and my opponent's side. I don't really understand why they led off with Tapu Bulu, but like, I don't know. I guess that's how this match is going to play out. The Arcanine coming in is also really not scary because I can just Nature's Madness and Sludge Bomb again and really not care. Yeah, and I don't even want to target down Tapu Bulu in this position because if they switch out into Kartana, that just hurts me. And I have Garchomp in the back, which can just deal with Bulu with Poison Jab. So, like, with a little bit of chip damage, like, he pretty much needs to double up into Gengar here to be able to deal with it. Arcanine is almost 100% going to go down to a Sludge Bomb next turn if he doesn't go down to it this turn. Okay, and he actually just stays in with Bulu, so let's see. Is this 50% berry? We actually don't know because it's not even. And there's a chance this might knock out, too. And it gets the knockout. Okay, so that's good for me. I haven't taken a single damage. My opponent goes for Wood Hammer to Koko. This definitely knocks out, so yeah, we're going to lose a Pokemon this match, but we're probably going to win. My opponent really doesn't have a way to deal with Gengar now. Tapu Bulu just gets one shot by Garchomp or Gengar, and I don't know if he has like Kartana or Milotic or something. Gengar still deals with both of those pretty well, and it's Milotic, so that's actually fine. Alright, and I'm not going to play around. I'm just going to go for the Tectonic Rage into Milotic, and Sludge Bomb into Bulu. Like, yeah, he can't punish that. He protects, okay, yeah. No, he can't punish this at all right here. Like, I could have doubled into the Milotic with the Sludge Bomb and Z-move, but it just felt like it was investing a little too much just in the case that he protected. And, like, as long as I can KO Bulu eventually, Lapras can just win the game against Milotic. So it really doesn't matter. He can't have Icy Wind or anything, so he doesn't have any speed control with Milotic either. So, like, maybe if he crit burn my Gengar or something, he could have taken it out. But otherwise, like, he didn't really have a solid way to deal with it. So that's why I went for this play. Yeah, and he goes for Scald. He gets the crit. Does he get the burn? Ooh, Curse Body. That's good. And he did get the burn. Okay, so yeah, we win. Yay! Alright, so that's actually 4 wins in a row so far this season. I mean, it's sort of expected because this is lower ladder. It's not really anything super special. Yeah, and Poison Jab will just KO. Like, they can go for any weird, I don't know, protect on Milotic and just sack Bulu or whatever. They have no chance to win in this position. Okay, and they actually went for the double protect on Bulu, but yeah, it's like I said, they don't have a way to win. I disabled the Scald, which means, like, even if they had Ice Beam, they couldn't touch, well, they couldn't touch Lapras anyways. So yeah, Milotic just lost anyways. And Garchomp, he would have to KO my Garchomp and my Gengar this turn somehow and get a double protect with Bulu, which is not only extremely unlikely, but I don't even think Milotic gets anything that could have done that. Maybe, I don't know, Blizzard or something could have done that, but I highly doubt that they would have that. Highly doubt that both would hit, and I don't even think it would KO. Yeah, and that's going to be the end of the episode today, guys. Pretty interesting 2 matches. Sort of, I really didn't understand what was going on in either game right there. The first match, unfortunately, I missed that Nature's Madness. That was really crucial for my opponent because it allowed them to set up Trick Room and everything. And even though they didn't sweep, they still made it a lot harder to win just because they had a really good position for the most part. Yeah, ultimately, we just ended up taking the win in both of our games. Pretty easy wins at that. It's low ladder. It's like I said. It'll ramp up soon. Once I get to a higher rating, it'll ramp up. It'll get a lot harder. But yeah, that's going to end the video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, or if you have some feedback to leave me, please go and leave a like or a comment. And if you want to keep up with my videos as we head towards the future, make sure you check out my social media and hit subscribe. I'm ModernGamer. Thanks for watching again, guys.